Hey guys, it's Rose with Roselikescrochet. How is everybody doing? It is Thursday, August 12th, 2021, and I am trying to come in here and sneak in a quick Yarn Yakking video. For those of you who are new here, my name is Rose. I like to crochet. I like yarn a lot, and I recently got in the habit of making stitch markers. So please come check out my Etsy shop. I have over 120 listings on there, and there's more coming soon, I promise. So I do live in the Chicago area. I have one daughter. Her nickname is Carrots. It involves vegetables, and we have a lot of animals, so we call this place the zoo. So the reason I say I'm sneaking this in here is because it seems like lately the only videos that I've been doing are wings updates, and I'm so happy about that. But I do have some finished objects to show you, and I made a purchase because someone made me do it. And I went to the store like only twice, I promise, only twice. And like I said, I have some finished objects, so I wanted to hop on here real quick. I have more, but I don't even think I have time to show you what I want to show you. So let's see. Go join our Facebook group. It's just Roselikescrochet. You have to answer 3 questions to join. I promise you they're very easy questions, and you don't have to say your favorite color is purple. Come follow me on Instagram. It's Roselikescrochet, and that Instagram page is tied to a Facebook business page. So if you're not on Instagram, but you're on Facebook and you want to see what I post on Instagram, you can like the Facebook business page. It's all linked down below. And then, of course, please go over to my Etsy shop. Even if you can't purchase anything, if you could favorite the shop and maybe scroll through and favorite a couple of items, that just helps bring it to the top of the search engine there. So we're going to start with a couple of purchases that I made. And actually, one of these, I just looked at the receipt. It was like 3 weeks ago. That's how long it's been since I've actually made like a regular video. But to allude to the beginning of the video where I said the last couple of videos have been wings updates, for those of you who are new here, this channel, along with you guys, are supporting a domestic violence organization that is based here in the Chicago area, and it's called Wings. And what we're doing is every month they have requested specific handmade items for us to make for them so that they can give them to the people who are in the safe houses there. For example, this month is hats and scarves. So you'll see I've already done 2 or 3 updates for August, and they're all hats and scarves. Last month we did stress balls. Next month is plus size aprons and doll clothes. And then for October we have washcloths and the kitchen towels with the toppers on them and scrubbies and stuff like that. So the list for wings for what they're requesting and what month is down below in the description box. That's where you find all the links. Some other links you'll find below are a link to the Wings website. So you can go check that out and look at all the information on them, as well as a link to smile.amazon.com. And basically what that is if you shop on Amazon, instead of going to the app or their website, this is the same thing. It's an Amazon website. It's just called smile.amazon.com. You can choose Wings as your charity of choice, and a very small percentage of what you buy will go directly back to Wings. So that's pretty cool. So if you have any questions about Wings, just either leave a comment down below or send me an email. Okay, so what do you say we get started? So the first place I went to, which was, I don't know, a long time ago, a couple of weeks ago, was Joann Fabrics. And the reason I went there is I had one of those $10 rewards. And you guys know when you get those coupons, you have to go and spend it, right? You can't let it expire. So I went in there, and this is back when all the yarn was, I think, an extra 25% off on the clearance. So I made them do 2 separate purchases because you can't combine that $10 reward or your $5 reward with any other coupon. So I made them do that separately. So this was in the clearance bin. This is Karen Simply Soft Party. The color is called Dark Sage Sparkle, and oh my gosh, it's darker than that. Okay, so it was on clearance for $3.97, and let me see what it rang up for. It actually rang up for, so it actually has the clearance price at $2.47, and with the extra percentage off, it was $1.85. So I paid $1.85 for these and I got 4 of them because that's all they had. And it's this green sparkly, very pretty yarn. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I just, come on, for $1.85, yes please. Okay, then I made them ring me up for the other stuff, which was separate. And they had this Lily Sugar and Cream scrub off. You can see that. And the clearance price was $2.97. That was the actual price, and it was another 25% off. So it was $2.23. So I got 2 of this color, which is called Peppermints. And I have used it before, and I don't like the scrubby part, but what are you gonna do, right? And then they had 2 of this color, which is called Holiday Cheer. And it's a red, white, and blue one. So that is what I got at Joann Fabrics. So then I went to Michael's, and I think I went a couple of times, but I only have 1 receipt that I found. So I'll show you what I got. I know for a fact I got this hipster cotton, and the original price on this is $7.99, and they were on sale for $4.99 when I picked them up. They do still have these at the store. Let's see here, but it does say limited time only. And this is from Michael's. This is Premier Hipster Cotton, 229 yards, 210 meters, 3.5 ounces. There you go, you guys can look. 100 grams, 100% cotton. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty, isn't it? And it says the color is Hello Hydrangea. Machine wash warm, tumble dry. It says it's a number 3. And it is made in Turkey. And it's got the Oko Tex standard on it. And I think I have like 3 other ones, and I don't even know why I need 2 more, but you know, you just have to have more. It's so pretty, I just love it. So I got these. I know they're a little bit cheaper now. I was just in Michael's today, but I didn't get any yarn. And they were, I think, $3.99. So, oh well, it's $1, right? And then I found these on clearance for $2. And it's the Loops and Threads Impeccable. And I'm not gonna go over specs because it's on clearance, but I got 4 of these for $2 each. I'm thinking a hat and a cowl, or a hat and a scarf, because they are 187 yards each. The color is Earth Ombre. So that's all the yarn that I got. And then Michael's had a pretty good selection of Pride stuff. And I got these, I believe, for 70% off. These are 1 yard of fabric. So I got 2 of the hearts and 2 of the checkerboard. And I've already picked up a couple of these already. And my friend Michelle, she has an Etsy shop, and she makes the most beautiful bags. Her Etsy shop name is Creative Chaos Crochet, and I will link it down below. And I asked her if I sent her this fabric, if she would make some project bags, and she said yes. So she's almost done. I think she's making me 3, but I found more fabric. And I'm thinking I want to make pillowcases with these, but you guys, I can't really sew. Oh my gosh. I need someone to give me lessons. I have a sewing machine. The only thing I've ever really sewn is patches on my daughter's Girl Scout vest, and they all turn out so wonky. And I really want to take one of those classes at Joann, but I don't think they're offering classes at this time. So I need someone to come over and like help me figure out my sewing machine. So I don't know what's going to happen with these, except I would like to make them into pillowcases, but they might be stashed for a long time because I don't know when that's going to happen. So that was all of my in-store purchases. So now I want to show you an order that I made. This is probably a month ago, and you know how Crystal from Ricola's Crochet Corner, hi Crystal, she always has this segment that she does called So and So Made Me Do It. so I'm gonna go based on her segment, except there's another Crystal that made me do it, and it wasn't Crystal from Ricola's Crochet Corner, it was Crystal from Bag O' Day. So Crystal was showing some yarn, and yes, I made an order with Lovecrafts. And she was showing some yarn, and I think I got like an email, also had like a coupon or something. I don't even remember. But so I'm gonna say Crystal from Bag O' Day made me do it. And then you guys can turn around and say that I made you do it. So let me open the bag. So I opened up the bag, and they do have invoices in there, but the invoices don't have prices on there. So I don't remember how much I paid you guys, but you can just go to lovecrafts.com and take a look and see what they have. They send their stuff in these, what are these? These mesh bags. So let me take them out. I honestly can't remember what I bought and why I even bought them. But it sure looks pretty. There must have been some kind of a sale on this. I'm gonna tell you the real reason why I bought it is for one particular cake, and I see it, it's at the bottom of the bag, and here it is. Now this is what Crystal was showing on her channel. She was doing some kind of unboxing, of course, and she was showing this paint box yarn, and it's a chunky pot. And look at the colors. Oh. Now someone had already given me one of these, so I was like, you know what, I have to get another one because they can't be lonely. So let me see what it says here on the label. So paint box yarns, chunky pots, and it says, hint, try new color combinations by starting your project from the outside, center, or even halfway through the ball. 200 grams, 7 ounces, 272 meters, 297.5 yards, 100% acrylic. They're calling this a number 5 bulky, made in Turkey. You guys, there's no way that's a number 5. That's not a number 5, that's a number 4. They recommend a 10 USA crochet hook. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I can't read what knitting needle or what size because they have it pasted over here. That's definitely not a 5. Machine washable, gentle cycle with light colors, tumble dry, low, cool iron, dry cleanable, do not bleach. And I think that is it. I just thought the colors were so pretty. The color is called Constellation. So I think the whole reason I ordered from them was just to get this one cake of yarn. Okay, so this other stuff must have been on sale because I don't know why else I would have gotten it. This one is called King Cole Splash Double Knitting, and this is 100% acrylic, 320 yards, 290 meters, 100 grams, made in Turkey, under license for King Cole. The color on this is called Storm, and obviously it's a number 3 because it says double knitting, and it looks like a thick number 3. So I got 4 of those, and I don't know if I was thinking baby blanket on these. I have no idea what I was thinking. It was so long ago. So I got 4 of those. And then looks like the rest of these are Simply DK from Paintbox. So I will show you the label. Simply DK, and I got, looks like 5 different colors, and I don't know why. They are 100 grams, 3.5 ounces, 276 meters, 302 yards, 100% acrylic. Obviously it's a number 3, made in Turkey. And I got 5 colors, but they don't have color names. So this white one is just called color 100. This light gray is 103. This medium gray is 105. This darker gray is 106. And then I got a black one, which is 101. So I can kind of guess maybe what I was going for with this. Maybe. I don't know. You guys, it's like an ombre, right? Hold on. I mean, that's all shades of gray with black and white in there. So, I don't know, a shawl, a blanket, a sweater? I don't even make sweaters. Why did I get these? So that was my order from Lovecrafts, and I'm gonna blame Crystal at Bag O' Day. Usually, I think most of you understand when she does a video for a yarn unboxing, we all kind of go over to that website and see what they have. So I think it's okay. I think she understands that we're going to blame her for it. Okay, so that's all my purchases. I think I have another order coming from like Annie's or something, but I can't remember. The next thing I want to show you, since we were talking about wings earlier, is I have a little tiny obsession with a hat pattern called the Divine Hat. And this month is the month that we are collecting hats and winter wear, scarves, cowls, things like that for wings. So I went through my stash and like say I had like one of these and like one of these. I picked up like a whole bunch. I think there's like 17 or 18 or 19 that I just had one skein of something. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take all those and turn them into Divine hats. And so that's what I did. So I wanna show you the Divine hats that I made. Okay, so I am using this huge bag that Tara Lynn Dulo made for me. So it's in my big purple bag. And I wanted to let you guys know the Divine hat, you used to be able to get it on Ravelry, but I don't remember who the designer was, but I think you can look it up for the Divine hat. I don't think it's there anymore. But the other place you can get it now is I did see a video tutorial for it here on YouTube by Jonah Martinez, and it's called like the shells hat or something. I will link that down below in the description box. And then I just saw that Mikey from the Crochet Crowd made one just like it, but he starts with 12 double crochets instead of 15 in the center. So if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen all of these hats, and you will notice that I did not make any blue ones because I have blue Divine hats that I'm going to be using for Hat Not Hate. So yeah, so anyway, I'm going to show you. So I made all of these hats and I kept the yarn ball in here so you could see like what I used and like how much yarn it took. And just so you guys know, I think the pattern calls for a J hook on these, and I've never been able to use a J hook because it makes my hats too big. And sometimes when I use a 5.5 millimeter, it even makes them too big then. So this is what my hats turn out like, and oh my God, I just love them. They're so pretty. So this is the first one, and I used just my stripe. Oh, by the way, so you use the bigger hook for the top part until you get down to the brim here, and then you go down a whole hook size. So the way I make mine is I use a 5.5 millimeter for all of this until I get to the brim, and then I use a 4.5 millimeter for the brim, and it just tightens it up a little bit. So for this one, I used one full cake of just my stripe, and it's a number 4. And then obviously you can see I had to use, I found some scrap yarn. This is like a Red Heart Super Saver, and the color is lavender. So I used that to finish it off. So there's one. And then this next one is a Candy Shop yarn. I'll show you the label. And this was 260 yards, and I have that much left. I have a lot left on this one. There's what this one looks like. You guys can check that out. So I had a ton of yarn left over for that. I probably could make another one and just, you know, edge it with something else here. So, okay, so the next one was actually, and I don't have the band for it. It was one of those toppers, and this was the topper for it. And so it had weird textures in it. It was like fuzzy and then not fuzzy. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but it had like this, it looks like it would be itchy, but it's not. It's real soft. And this is like really shiny. I don't even know what brand it was because there was no label on it. So I used that whole thing, and then I used Red Heart Super Saver in soft white as my border for that. So there's 3. This one was a scrap ball. I don't know, I had no label for it. So I couldn't even tell you what that was. I don't really like this one because I think it's too busy, but I used almost a whole skein of yarn for that. So I'm pretty happy about that. All right, these next 2 are the Loops and Threads Impeccable Speckle. And when I actually bought 3 of these balls, the blue one you'll see with the Hat Not Hate hats. I bought these when I was with Lisa from Happy to Hook Creations. Hi, Lisa. So this ball of yarn is 160 yards, and that is all that I had left from that. So there is that one. Oh, it's so pretty. I love this one. Okay, and then the green one, the same thing. That's all I have left on that skein of yarn. And so here is the green one. Oh my gosh, I just love the way these hats turn out. So there's that. This next one came from, this is from like 2 years ago. This Loops and Threads Swirled Ombre. It was a clearance yarn, and there was a total of 200 yards in there. And that is all I have left from that one. And I did not like the way this yarn felt at all. It feels kind of, I don't know, plasticky. I know it's plastic, but all right, so there's that one. And then, yes, purple, you guys. A lot of people have gifted me purple yarn. So this is the Dollar Tree yarn, Premier Just Yarn Worsted. And I went through one whole skein, which is 131 yards, and then a little bit of a second one there. This is just a plain purple hat, and I love it. I would keep it, but I already made myself a purple hat for this coming winter. Okay, this next one was also one of those skeins that didn't have like a tag on it, but it was a full skein. I just don't know what it was called. So there's the leftover from that. And I really didn't like this either. It's too busy, and it had these pops of black. Yeah, I don't know, this didn't thrill me, so hopefully someone will like it. Okay, the next one is Red Heart with Love, and this was a pretty big skein. This one had 315 yards, and I have that much left, so I could probably make another hat with that, but this is really pretty. This little minty green. So there's that one. You guys, I love this pattern. The next one is Yarn Bee Dazzling from Hobby Lobby. And it has a total of 249 yards, and I have that much left in there, so I could probably still make another hat. And this one turned out kind of small, but that's okay. People have different size heads, and it is sparkly, so I'm loving that. All right, the next one is Loops and Threads Impeccable, and this one had 187 yards, and that's all I have left, so that'll probably go into a scrap blanket. But this one also a little too busy for me, and because the yarn is bigger, the hat turned out bigger. So for example, like you guys can see the difference here, definitely, and it's the same size hook and everything, so it really does make a difference. The next one is Roll With It Tweed from Red Heart, and this one had 296 yards, and I have that much left. I could probably do half a hat with that. This one turned out really pretty. I like this one. And there's not enough blue in it, I don't think, to donate to Hat Not Hate, so this is going to go to Wings. So there's that one. We have more. So this one is this started with an entire skein of this Vanna's Choice, and this is all I have left from one skein. I just took this out to show you guys. This one had 145 yards in it, and that was all I had left from the one skein. And that one's really pretty. I like that one. It's got like the marled look to it. I like that one a lot. Okay, and then we have a couple more. So we have this one, which is, this is a mandala ombre. It didn't have a label on it. It was one of those dollar deals from Walmart a while ago. And I have enough to probably make another hat with that one. So there's this hat. Yeah, I definitely have enough to make another hat. So there's that one. And then this one is Red Heart Soft Baby Steps. This one had 204 yards in it, and that's all I have left on there. And that's really pretty and pastel-y, but again, I don't like it because it's too busy. You can't really see the swirly pattern in that. So there's that. And the last one is this one, and I don't even have a ball band. I don't remember what it was. I'm pretty sure that's why I used it to make a hat. So, all right, so I think that is, yes, that's all the hats. So I'm gonna count them because I don't remember. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, there's 17, so 17 hats, and I'm so excited to be able to donate them. I just need to get them shown on a Wings video before I put them in the bags to go over to Wings, but I'm so excited. I mean, that's like 17 balls of yarn that I got out of my stash. Now, for those of you who are wondering, like stuff like this, like whatever, like what am I gonna do with this? I'm gonna put this in my scrap bin, and that's gonna go into a scrap blanket. Something like this one, there's enough where I'll probably ball it up and put it back in my stash. And same thing with this, obviously there's enough left in there to do something with instead of put it in a scrap blanket. So that's it for the hats. Now for scarves, you guys, I don't know if you guys remember, but last year we were collecting granny squares, and that was to make twin size blankets for the people at Wings. And there were some leftover squares and there weren't enough to actually make another blanket. So what I did is I took some of the squares and I turned them into granny scarves. So let me show you. So there's only 2 of them, you guys. I have enough squares put aside to make 2 more. So I really got to get going on those because August will be over before we know it. So I took all of these really, really pretty squares, and I made these extra long because I like to have extra long scarves. So anyway, I took these squares and I put them together. And oh, you can't even see how I put it. So I just use single crochet to put them together, you guys, and I use this purple. So I tried to make it even. So I actually had like enough of each square to kind of make it even. So if you wrapped it around your neck, you would see the same thing on both sides. So it goes from green to pink to like this lime green to blue. And so I just wanted to show this so that you guys know that if you didn't see your squares made into blankets last year, know that I'm still working on them, and they will go to Wings, but probably not as a blanket. So that was one of them. And then I found this one, and I looked at a tutorial to join as you go. And I used this purple color to join them. And honestly, I'm not really all that interested in the join as you go method. So I don't know that I'll do it again. Maybe in a bigger project, it would make more sense, but for one single strip, it didn't really make sense for me. So anyway, so this one is also joined as a scarf, and so that will go in the bag to Wings, and I'm so excited that we are finally able to get these used up. So again, for anyone who's watching from last year who donated squares, thank you so much. We're not doing that this year. We're in discussions to see if we're gonna do it next year, but I'm not sure, so stay tuned for that. Okay. So the next thing I want to show you is I made some more Loveys. Now, you guys know when I get an obsession, or maybe you don't know if you're new, but when I find something that I like and enjoy and it's easy and it looks okay, I kind of get obsessed with them, and I can't just do one of anything. It's like not in my nature. So Z, her channel is called Zelda NRJ3, and I will link her down below. Hi Z. She had a tutorial, which I will also link down below, for a lovey. And I'm going to show you what a lovey is in case you haven't seen one before. Okay, I only have a few this time, you guys. There's like 6 or 7 of them. So what they are is they are any little stuffed animal. For example, one of these Thai Beanie Boos. These are my favorite ones to use. And what you do is you take a ponytail holder, so like an elastic that you would use to hold up your hair, and you crochet around it. And I'm not going to give you any other information because it's so easy, and I want you to go and watch Z's tutorial for it. But you can make it whatever color. You can actually change the stitch pattern if you want. You can change the edging. You can do it however you want to. And this is elastic, so you're crocheting around the elastic. And the benefit of doing that is that see, it just goes right over the head of the stuffed animal. It's a full stuffed animal. The benefit of doing that is when you give this to a kid and they drag it around, because that's what kids do, mom or dad or grandma or grandpa can take this off and throw this in the washing machine and get it all cleaned up again. So I have a slight obsession with this. Like, I can't just make one. So I actually had one other one, but someone bought a baby blanket from me, and that other one that I made matched, so I included it in the set. So anyway, so I have this guy here, and then here's his twin, but it's pink. So like I said, you can do any style. You can do all one color, you can do an edging, you can do stripes, you can do it however you want. So these guys are all going to be in my Etsy shop, and I have quite a few other ones in my Etsy shop too. Then I found a white owl. And what I like about this guy is he's got like glittery nose there. And so I found the glittery black yarn to go with the black nose that sparkles. So I got him. And then I found this guy. He's so cute. He's kind of just plain brown, but I try and match the color of my blanket to the color of the stuffed animal. So there's that guy, and then that guy, and then I have one more. I think I have one more, but I don't know what happened to it. And then there's that guy. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. I just love him. So that's it for my Loveys. Yeah, that's 6. Well, plus I had another one, which makes it 7. I need to chill out on the Loveys. I'm hoping that there's going to be a craft fair later this year, and that's one of the reasons that I make so many of them, because the kids really like them there. Okay, the last thing is washcloths. So these washcloths were actually requested by my niece, who is a swim instructor, and she showers at her job, so she wanted some washcloths. And I had a bunch of, you know, when you make a project and you have like these little leftovers like this, you're never sure what to do with them. Well, I had a bunch of leftovers that were just like, maybe some of them were half a skein, some of them were a full skein. And so I just made a bunch of scrappy washcloths. And these are not gonna go to Wings, because we are collecting washcloths for Wings in October, but these are gonna go to my niece because she's not gonna care, but I don't want someone who I don't know to have a washcloth that looks like this. So I'm gonna see if she wants them. I used a 5mm hook with these. I chained 37, double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook and all the way down. Then you chain 3, front post, back post, front post, back post, front post, back post, and you just repeat it for as long as you want. So there you go. So these are all of my scraps except for a few, because I'm tired of making these. Okay, so are you guys ready? I have like 8 of them, and hopefully that'll be enough for her. And then I can start making these for Wings. Okay, so there's one, and they're like bumpy. Because they're back post, front post, so it'll be good scrubbies. See what I'm talking about? Like, I had just like tiny, tiny little bits of scraps, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use all of them. Like, that is so ugly, but I don't really care. This one's not so bad. I tried to keep some of the colors together in some of them. Like, this one's not so bad either, except for the beige on the bottom. And then that totally doesn't make any sense either, but at least they're all kind of pinky, I guess. I don't know. Here is another one. That one's not so bad either. I don't know. I mean, I think they're all pretty wonky, but that's okay. Look at all the yarn that I got to use up. And this is the last one. And see, you can see like there's pink right there, and I didn't really care. I just wanted to use up all my yarn. So I have this stack of washcloths, and this is gonna go to my niece next time I see her, and hopefully she will be able to use them. All of these were like either sugar and cream, peaches and cream, Crafter's Secret. There was, I think, a couple of Premier ones. But she should be okay with all of these combined together. So, so that's it for yarn yakking for this month so far. I mean, I have shawls that I finally finished. I have a blanket that I finished, and I have another yarn order coming in. So hopefully I'll have time to show you guys. But it's been crazy, crazy busy. The last thing that I wanted to mention is hopefully you'll start seeing this in the next week or two with some other podcasters. So what I wanted to do is I see all these really cool things like the traveling book exchange that Terry from Yarn Joy started, and there's always these traveling yarn ornament swaps, and the traveling hook from Sandy at Crochet A Canada. Hi, Sandy. And so I really wanted to do something that stayed within the theme of helping wings out for this year. So what I did is I asked a bunch of podcasters if they would be interested in doing a traveling podcaster shawl. And I got some people to say yes. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So I'm not gonna tell you names yet because I want you guys to kind of pay attention and see. The first person should have gotten the box already. And I will tell you that we have team yellow and we have team purple. And the reason we have two teams is because I actually had 2 cakes of the Sheep G's. I know that's not how you pronounce it. Sheep G's Whirl. I mean, those are really expensive cakes. And I talked to Reggie at J Hook Crochet, and she offered us the use of her pattern to do that shawl. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So what's gonna happen is we have 2 teams, and it's not a competition, but I just figured with the amount of repeats in the pattern, it might work out better if we had 2 teams. Anyway, so we have 2 teams, and they'll each get to do a repeat section with this yarn. I gave them hooks, I gave them stitch markers and tea and all kinds of stuff. And hopefully you'll start seeing them. They have a couple weeks to do their portion, so we might not see, it might be stretches in between for when you see these. But my ultimate goal for these is to, when I get them back, list them on my Etsy shop and have 100% of the proceeds go to Wings. So I did already talk to my contact at Wings, and they said that would be a great idea, because I said, can I write you a check for that, like for whatever we sell it for? And she said yes. So I'm so excited that the 100% of the proceeds of that will go to Wings. So more stuff to come on that. Hopefully you'll see someone making a video in the next week or 2. And yeah, I stole all of my ideas from all the other podcasters who do traveling things. So I'm really excited. I was gonna do it as an auction, but I don't know that I can actually legally do that. So instead, I'm just gonna sell it for a set price. And that way you can have something that was made by all these great podcasters. So that's it, you guys. If you have any questions, leave me a comment down below in the comment section. Please keep an eye out for another Wings update video in a couple of days. I just went to the post office yesterday, and there are like 25 more boxes. So we definitely need to get a video out. Hopefully I'll have that out in the next day or 2. So that's it, you guys. Try and make a divine hat if you can. It's really fun. It's really easy. It's very addicting. Get some washcloths started for Wings. They are going to be collecting those in October. And if you haven't tried a lovey, try a lovey. Oh my gosh, they're so much fun. So that is all I have for you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your night or day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.